lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Double up. X3. Defense.
On first down, it's Moss. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Locke. Bryant has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a give, right side. It's Moss. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Locke to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mark 30 yards! Mark 30 yards! Mark 30 yards! I got you, pump! 30 yards to Mark! Get it!
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
5, 2.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Yo, faster! He's coming. Check Bravo! Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw it is Locke, escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? You can't read. Mike 54. Feel that music? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
On first down, it's Haskins. 20. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
At the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike Hassan. Mike 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Big edge.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Here we go. Check.
They'll run on first down. Moss, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, box truck. 80 weapons. Mark 38. Mark 38. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Last two. Here we go. Check. Hot route.
On first down, Lock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
On the ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
22 jet bomber. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Block off of play action. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Last two. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Lock now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
It's a gain of 20. As we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a give right side. It's Moss, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the Ravens always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Throwing his Locke on third down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result,
Right there,
negative yardage.
54, right there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Mike 5-4.
Tighten up.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Moss, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Rock it. General West. Back. Kill. There. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Undercrush.
Now to the air. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, shoot.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Kenny Clark, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
54, right there, 54.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 44 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd and 13.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
High 7.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get moving.
From the gun, it's Locke. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo! Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Locke, he's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw. Locke. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Check 50.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Locke. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox light. Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Moss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 60 or. General West.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Down 7, and they got to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Check 13. Snap.
One final try for Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Squad like what in the field like all day like